should probably heal the party, though. I think the Pokemon we're trying to find, I think, is the evolution of this, I think. No, I'm trying to think, though, like, because I had set to running always on, I'm wondering if that's, like, making the encounters, like, happen frequently or something like that, or not frequently. There we go. Perfect. And Pokemon are now healed. I wonder if it's gonna say, like, suit damaged and then game over. Because it's like, why would you give me the option of coming here with like, to try and catch nuclear Pokemon then? Like, I understand we're in a time restraint, but still, like, I just want to go through this stuff. Okay, there's nothing in here that I need. That courtyard only has, like, one Pokemon that I need. Oh, that's right. We can just do this. Okay. Okay, I'll wait till, like, on OBS says, like, 35 minutes, and then we'll continue onward. But then right before, and right after we get, I'm guessing we're going to find something to recharge our power cell, maybe? I'm not quite sure. We will continue to try and find this Pokemon and go through all the other areas, unless it's easier to find in a different area. Let's see here. East, no. What about west? No. And apparently we can head north. Okay, so literally there's only like 2 Pokemon. But I don't know if I got one of them already. I'm going to catch one regardless. I'm going to catch it regardless, and if we do, I'll just release it. Like, I'll still catch it within a Pokeball. I would much rather throw a Nuclear Ball just so, though, like, just to say I got it. And then we find out we have it already. It's like, oh, whoops. Doesn't look like that this actually gets purified, though. Which is fine by me, but still. Yeah. Alright, we're at 35. We're done. Okay, let's go continue onward. Is this where I need to go? Okay, I can go in here. Hello? Ah, this thing. No, I do not have it. Okay, good to know. No, I thought I got this thing. Or was it its lower form that I'm thinking of? Or am I thinking of its baby evolution, pretty much? Yeah, I'm probably thinking of its baby evolution. Now, another thing I wanted to mention, too, because I'm probably going to be a little bit seeing into the future right now, that there might be a comment somewhere saying, like, oh, there's, like, a grass type that you could get at Beale Beach from doing, I think it's, like, doing nothing, I think it's just walking up. Then a guy just hands you the Pokemon. The reason why I didn't grab that one at that time... Sorry, I had to plug in my laptop. The reason why I didn't grab it at that time was because I already had plans of getting the grass starter from another save. So that would have fulfilled my grass typing, and that would have also fulfilled my steel typing, which means that it would be perfect against many, many threats that we would end up facing. But of course, with that whole thing that I couldn't even attempt a local trade, I wanted a local trade. I remember doing this before, but I had a very bad connection because I had used a very old laptop and my old computer at that moment, and they kept crashing because they were not very good computers. Like, I think the laptop was like a very old Dell computer, and it was in like instead of having the normal like rectangle screen, it had a square. So it was very uncomfortable to like try and see like anything in that kind of square screen. It was really weird. It made playing games like this actually very nice because these can't be, I don't want to say they can't be full screen, but they feel more comfortable being in that like a, sort of like a Game Boy kind of screen where they're like squared instead of rectangular. So it fits very well. Plus you can see it through the video as well that it's square. That's exactly what I'm seeing, except for you guys are seeing the cool things on the left and the right. Oops, I clicked B by accident. I clicked B by accident. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, what's over here then? Okay, what's over here? Ooh, what's that? That's a Topharang and I don't want him. Yeah, because I think I beat all of Pokemon Uranium with just that laptop, and I was really happy because it was actually really good. An Arbokite, ooh. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, that laptop never got me like, it, like never gave me good luck or anything like that. No, it gave me actual very good luck. And I wasn't just playing Pokemon Uranium on that one too. Like I was doing that because I had to go to other places. So I was like, oh, okay, so I might as well just go and go and move my save over to the laptop when I'm over at those places. And then when I'm at home, just play it on my normal computer. Okay, I want to know if I can weaken this thing. Ooh, I can. Dazzling Gleam. Like, I wanted to know, like, if I can actually go and play it at all. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to go put it on my laptop. For my laptop, it was weird because it is a Windows XP laptop. It is Windows XP. It's no longer even being used now. I keep it just as a backup just in case like something goes wrong and I need to like Google something real quick to find out what's going on. But that's all I ever use it for. I don't use it for anything else. It's not plugged in. It's not even like turned on either. It's literally turned off. And I only ever use it, and I used to use it for these kinds of games because these kinds of games were the only ones that it could run, I don't want to say perfectly, but relatively well. Like instead of going like 60 frames a second, you know, like so perfect, it was running it at 40 frames a second. So it was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it was fine. It got the job done. Okay, so I still get the fire from the burn, I guess. But it's just poison element. It's interesting. It's weird. But that's how that was. So, like, having this very old laptop and a old computer that was sort of given to me. It was a custom-built computer, but it had a bunch of old parts in it. So it was like... So I was given that, and I was happy because it was like something way better than anything else I had. So I was really excited for it. But of course, when I had to do the trading thing, there is a total number of, I think it's 6 Pokemon in this entire game that you have to use trading in order to get. That I think are either custom or that are part of this game only. Minus the Aromatisse, and I think there's another one. But those are the only, like, those are the only ones that don't, like, you need trade evolution. And the problem without doing the local trading anymore is that I don't have that luxury anymore to trade and then get it back. Now, I think what happened is that, I think this might have happened way before anything else, was that I copied the save that had the 6 Pokemon over from... so it was trading from the same account on both screens. So, like, my laptop had the save, and so did my tower. My tower also had the same save, and they were trading over the same Pokemon. Now, I have a feeling that with myself doing that, it might have confused their online service, maybe? And they deemed that I was cheating, or that I was hacking, maybe? In order to trade it over? And because I still have that save, or I still have a remnant of that save, as that is still in my save slot 1, it probably remembers it and is probably telling me, hey, we don't like that save anymore because you tried this, right? So that's probably why I'm unable to trade. But either way, like we don't really need a grass type. I just wanted the grass starter because it's another thing that we can go and get a hold of. Not only that, another cool thing about the grass starter is that because it's steel type, you're gonna not find much overlaps with that typing. Okay, I'm gonna start healing everybody up because this thing is kicking my butt. I'm gonna do a Vampiro. Okay, Vampiro. Casalina. Okay, as long as it keeps using that, I should be fine. But yeah, I think that's probably what ended up happening. The reason why I am unable to trade is because since I still have that save connected, it's fine. And unfortunately, like, even if I were to, let's say, remove this save and then try it again, it probably won't work because they probably already flagged it. Probably like, okay, he already tried this once before, he's probably going to try it again, we're going to kick it off. Even though there is no local trading. And I do remember that there was such a thing as local trading in Pokemon Uranium, because I remember trying to get it to work, and it was possible. And so that's why I tried it. Although there was a lot of people saying that it was a little bit weird and glitchy here and there, so it wasn't really that great. I'm trying to think of like where I read that. I think it might have been either like a Reddit post or something. So it's like, oh, it's not the greatest, but you know what? It gets the job done. So I was like, okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm using Drain Punch. I'm trying to weaken it. Of course. Why would you use Recover if I didn't even hit you with anything? Okay, I think the Pokemon Essential games, they're scanning my moves. And they're knowing what I'm doing. Because there is no reason why I would use Recover unless it's its only move. No. Why do you do this game? Stop that. That's another reason why I don't like Pokemon Essential games nearly as much as the... Okay. Now it's just being a jerk. It used Recover for a short... It used Recover for a time when I was actually going to attack it. But how would it know I was going to attack? I've been throwing Pokeballs the entire time. It would think that I would be throwing more Pokeballs. And this is why I don't like playing these games that much. Although, I gotta say that these games are much tougher than the normal Pokemon games. And there are some really good ones that are even tougher than this one. This one just seems tougher because, like, there's one type of move, or one move type that is, like, one type that's on moves that can pretty much take down almost anything because there's nothing that's, like, quad resistant to it. So it doesn't make much sense. So it gets very frustrating though, because like you're trying to catch this one like you're trying to get a team ready to go, and then you have to worry about this one typing, and there's only 2 types that resist it. At least with Fairy, it wasn't... When Fairy was released, it wasn't that it was overpowered, it was that it was trying to counter a type that was pretty hard to counter anyway. It was trying to counter Dragon. Dragon only had itself and Ice as a weakness. Ice is not very good defensively, and Dragon, well, you're weak to yourself. So you already have a counter to your counter, which is what you're countering. So yeah, so that's like... And then for nuclear, it's the same kind of thing though, but like the difference is that your type hits every other type for super effective damage. And the only types that resist it is steel and nuclear itself. And that's kind of not fair, because that's just if like the opponent is like a single typing. That's fine, that's 2 times damage. That's as if you hit it with a normal super effective move. That's fine. But if they're dual typing, it's like you picked the right one where they are quad weak to it. And that's 4 times the damage.